Move those two things right there out.
Gloria Crowley carefully chooses which pieces of furniture and household accessories to take from her warehouse outside Washington, D.C. to a moving truck.
We select things for the house that we think will have the house show best, and then we take some extra things in case they don't work the way we thought they'd work. That's it. I think we have everything.
Crowley is a home stager. She's not making a house ready to live in. Her job is to make it look appealing so potential buyers get a good first impression.
About 15 years ago, I was a real estate agent, and I staged my own listings, and it turned out that they sold faster and for more money. And so eventually other agents asked me to stage their properties. Now I do mostly staging.
This empty house in Washington, D.C. is up for sale. Crowley and her team are about to give it a makeover.
The decisions are constantly evolving and changing because what we think might be a good solution ends up switching once we get more things in the room. So it's a constant process.
Interior designer Janya Helm used to decorate homes to reflect her clients' tastes. She began working with Crowley 3 years ago and says staging a house requires the opposite approach.
Staging involves taking a look at the home and deciding how to best appoint it so that it shows and appeals to the broadest audience.
There are no statistics, but Crowley says home staging has become more common in recent years as the real estate market has become more competitive. She says she's busier than ever.
If there are 10 houses on the block and 9 of them don't show very well and 1 does, the one that does is the one that's going to sell.
Some houses don't need a lot of staging. Others require a total renovation. But real estate agent Evelyn Matar says it's worth it to a home seller.
I can say it does make an empty house sell quicker, and therefore you have to consider how long the sellers are carrying it on the market, if they owe things, if they owe money, a mortgage.
The 26-year industry veteran says staging has become even more critical as realtors increasingly use online virtual tours to show off their properties.
If you get online and see a virtual tour of an empty house, it doesn't really give you the proportions and how you want to live in the house. And if a house doesn't show well, people aren't interested in going to see it.
With the staging completed, the empty house has been transformed into a showcase. Leslie Heister was impressed when she came to the weekend open house.
It's nice. I think that the stage house help you kind of envision how you would fit into the house yourself.
John Young came with his family.
I mean, we look at the virtual tour and we see how the house is laid out, and the space was a lot of what we were looking for. It looks great.
Young says they'll have to look at more houses before making an offer on one. But thanks to that good first impression, this house will be on his list. For producer June So, I'm Carol Pearson, VOA News.